There we go. Aye, aye, aye. Good evening and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. I swear to God, I think I just do that for the banter. And yeah, too many buttons to press. So anyway, yeah, I need to change that. Should Celtic make the main stand bigger, or should they build the hotel and the museum? A lot of people saying that, look, we're in the position to do both. We should build a hotel in the main stand was one of the comments, but that's the type of thing that I'll leave to the powers of be at Celtic Park to decide when and if one of those two projects do advance to the next stage. Tonight, I'm just waiting on other no sound comments coming in on the chat. I only do it just to wind you up. I only do it just to wind you up when there's a lightning going off. Anyway, and we'll talk about Greg Taylor. First of all, Greg Taylor's been on a holiday with Luke McCown in Formentera and the Balearic Islands just off the coast of here. Well, he might be having a little thunderstorm tonight as there's one passing over. It's heading south, so it would have passed him hours ago if it was out of the coast at all. But anyway, he's on holiday with Luke McCown. Luke McCown looking sunburnt on his belly. Do you not know about sun cream? Greg Taylor just looking like Greg Taylor. Even when he's on holiday, Greg Taylor looks scruffy. Dyson Maida. No, before we even get to Dyson, we're going to talk about Michelangelo. He said that his talks are in negotiations. I've got a message to Michael Nicholson. Michael Nicholson. You do know that you didn't have to wait till after 7 o'clock to make phone calls now. In this day and age, you just pick up your mobile and you can phone any network free in any country. Do a WhatsApp call, it's free as well. Just in case you're hanging about waiting till 7 o'clock and then you go, damn, I've missed him the night again. I'll hate to try and phone him tomorrow after 7 o'clock. You can at the cheap time. Or is it the fact that when you look at actually what's going on in the background with the Balwishka story, Celtic are turning the screw because Royal Antwerp are needing a bit of cash. Yep, it's coming to light that Royal Antwerp are needing a bit of cash. They are in a little bit of financial difficulty, it's been said, and they're looking to try and raise 30 million. Obviously, the fact that they're in a little bit of... Oh, Jesus Christ, man, that was a massive bit of lightning. Holy shit. Obviously, the fact that they are in a bit of financial difficulty, they will want to get the best amount of money possible for their player, but it has been said that they're looking to sell roughly about half a dozen players. Anyway, it could be interesting. Now that talks have reopened. And Dyson Maida has been talking to the media back home and through a translator, the stories went through various changes. I've read many articles about this, about the conversation that Dyson had back home to the media, and everyone's putting their own little twist on the story, and they're going on about the fact that look, it's last season, so that's a wicket. So it's only thunder. Calm down. Fuck me. World War III out there. Dyson Maida has been attracting attention from lots of clubs as Celtic want to try and keep him as their number one striker, because let's face it, they're struggling to find a number one striker that fits the bill at Celtic. That's the only way to look at it, and that's why they want to bring in another winger. We do need another couple of wingers anyway of good stead, but Dyson, until he signs a new contract at Celtic, there will be the pendulum could swing either way. Now there are people saying that he's signing a new contract, it's a done deal. Until it's done and dusted and Celtic put out the announcement that Dyson Maeda signed a 2-year extension, the pendulum could swing either way over the course of the next couple of months to whether he stays at Celtic or not. Nobody, absolutely no Celtic fan can be 100% confident that Dyson Maeda will not, for one, have an offer come in for him this summer, and that Celtic might just accept it, and Dyson Maeda would have nothing that he could say. You know what I mean? He could say, I'm not going to take it. Celtic could say, well, we'll not play you as much, and then you'll not get to the World Cup. We know that you want to get to the World Cup. The other way that they could do it is once they get them back into pre-season training, Brendan Rodgers says, you want to sign this deal, mate? I asked you last summer. And Brendan Rodgers will say it with a tone of voice where you'll know if you don't sign the deal, we're going to have to sell you. Either this window or the winter transfer window. We will cash in on you because you're a valuable asset to the club. As it currently stands, we could get the best part of £30 million for Dyson this summer. If he goes into next season, if we go into next season, if he's only got a year and a half left on his contract, that takes a big chunk of the cash out. Big, huge chunk of cash out what you would get for him. Unless Celtic sell the deal to Dyson, which has been done before. It's been one of those days. It's been done before where Celtic get the player to sign an extended contract and with a release clause in it. So if a bid comes in for 25 plus add-ons, Celtic take it as part of the extended deal at the next transfer window. But we'll wait and see. It's all about speculation. The fact that he did say, look, there's a lot more improvement when you cut through some of the stories that are out there, and their own chat GPT version of it. I think a lot of them just say, put it into chat GPT and say, go rewrite for this one. Fenerbahce, obviously, they were first up. They sent an offer to Celtic that was knocked flat back, and they said it was too low, 8.75 million. There was no chance that we were going to entertain that. After that, there was claims that Celtic would think about considering selling him for £21 million, which would be in the region of around about €25 million. So it's in line with what Celtic have done before. But despite that, Maeda said, look, I really enjoyed playing in the Champions League last season because there were so many games. It gave us a lot of different challenges. I think the new format has been great. So I'm excited for the upcoming season. I want to help improve. We played some great teams. Personally, I thought the best side we played was Atalanta. Yeah, who'd have thought that? The 0-0 draw, because they didn't have any weaknesses in their team. Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund were very strong, but they also had some weaknesses. I don't even want to think about Borussia Dortmund. Fucking Borussia Dortmund. Oh, fuck's sake. It's meant to be a happy time summer. Currently got fucking thunder and lightning and thinking about fucking Borussia Dortmund. Anyway, the Scottish Cup final defeat and the chance to win the treble was lost to Dyson Maeda. Dyson Maeda, the guy who wanted to try and win the game himself rather than passing it. Just to the side there, where there was a young lad that if he had scored it would have made him an instant hero for Celtic, but Dyson missed it altogether. But anyway, he went on and says, look, when it comes to it, I've got room for improvement. And this is what Celtic fans are grabbing onto. The fact that he's said he thinks that Celtic and he can get better next season. There's been many times, and I'm going to play devil's advocate, there's been many times that players have come out during pre-season, especially when they've been away from I don't even know what Radio Caroline is. I'm going to have to Google that one. Radio Caroline, as long as it's not sweet. But anyway, I'm just reading Danny Cassidy's message, sorry about that. I think that until Dyson Maeda does sign the new extended contract, anyway, we'll see what it is. And how many players have said over the years, I love being at Celtic. There's 20 odd million, there's 15 million, there's 10 million. See you later, Celtic. Like standard way like that. Missed on 2 account, the Huns' final big misses. Devil's Advocate is Dick's brother. Is it? Well, there you go. There you go. A lot of folk laughing at the rain and thunder. It's not really raining, but it's just thunder and lightning. And we need the rain. The soil outside is like sand. We really need the rain. Put it this way: we've got an irrigation system to water our veggies. But anyway, who cares about that? Right, Celtic news. Other than that, it is as you were for Celtic fans. It's like at ease. It's not at ease. It's a waiting game, and I do think that Nicholson, if he is in charge of the phone calls and the negotiations, is waiting until after 7 o'clock at night for the cheap time to phone. And by that time, everyone's waiting for dinner, and he's like, fuck, missed them again, Brendan. I'll phone them tomorrow, right? Fuck. I'll get there. I'll do it. Meanwhile, other teams get stronger by other teams. I mean, the team that spoiled the final day of the season for Celtic, yes, St Mirren. St Mirren are delighted to announce the appointment of John Park. Remember him? Remember John Park? He was the head of recruitment at Celtic for a lot of years, and he brought a lot of good players to the club. Ultimately, he parted ways with Celtic, and then did he not end up in Sevco land after a trip down south? Well, that's obviously not worked out for him, and he's at St Mirren. After their guy left to join Carlisle United. It's all about levels, isn't it? It's all about levels. What a fall from grace from John Park, wasn't it? I mean, he did bring in the likes of Mr. Dumbelli. Who else did he bring in? I can't remember, actually. That was the big one that you can remember. But anyway, who cares? He done well under Brendan Rodgers first time around. Right, let's jump into the chat tonight. And it's going to be a quick one. These are talking about Radio Caroline. I have no idea. That's way beyond my years. And he's now arguing about Radio Caroline. I have no idea what Radio Caroline is. I had a job on Radio Marie. Fucking that's it. I'm switching the chat off. These are all absolutely bonkers. Anyway, right, let's just shut down these pages that are absolutely no use. I'm just reading more about this. This defender is coming and looking like that he is going to sign for Celtic. The Japanese defender. But for me, I think it's one that I think that we're going to look to try and sell on. The more I look into this guy, it is as if Celtic would want to try and get him in to try and sell him on with a couple of years. Because let's face it, I mean, as good as Dyson Maeda is, he only turns up. I mean, the best player. I mean, who would you rate as the best player that we got out of Japan? Who would you rate as the best player that we've had out of Japan over the years? I mean, a lot of you are going to go back to Nakamura, and I think Nakamura, he's been fantastic. But the modern day players, I think Dyson Maeda is ultimately the best. Stephen Johnson's listening to the Titanic. That didn't go down too well though. What does Celtic need to do to get into FIFA shitey tournament? B, you don't want nobody's. Is anybody actually partaking interest at all in this money glorified tournament that's getting played in America? Because I'm not. I couldn't even tell you one single scoreline from the tournament. Nakamura running up for Dyson. Yeah, I would say that. Let me just do this. Club World Cup. So the FIFA World. Oh, Real Madrid are currently playing. Who cares? RB Salzburg are playing. How the hell are they playing? Table. Let me see the table. I haven't even looked. So there's this is the groups that are in it. It's an invite only competition, isn't it? It is an invite only competition, and it's set up like the Champions League. How can European clubs seriously go into, so the European clubs that I can see straight away is Porto, PSG, Atletico Madrid, Bayern, Benfica, Chelsea, Dortmund, Inter, Arwa Reds, Juventus, Real Madrid, RB Salzburg. It's not really an invite only. It's let's see who takes us up. Now the fact that you've got it's set up like a Champions League group stages. So you've got 4 games. So you've got 3 games that you play, and it's meant to be the closed season. So next season, I'm going to say that the likes of PSG are going to achieve nothing. Atletico Madrid will achieve nothing. I'm going to say that Dortmund are going to knacker themselves out as well. Man City, I've never seen them. Fucking Man City, who cares about them? I mean, they're going down that quick. That's the Titanic of the Premiership. That isn't it? It's turned around quicker than Thatcher. Real Madrid, they'll do nothing next year because Barcelona's going to wipe the floor with them in Spain. And they're not going to do any good. And it's just a nonsense of a cup. Complete nonsense. But it's had over a million searches this month for it in 18 days. 1,130,000 searches. It's not massive numbers. Considering the World Cup does fucking about 20 times that when it is on. For me, I have no interest in it whatsoever. Anyway, is AG injured? Don't think so. Are they playing their top players? Don't care. It's basically the Super League that they wanted years ago. Well, it's not really a Super League because it's got teams in it. The Super League was always meant to be a European thing. This is a worldwide. So it's a Beckham thing. It's Beckham set this up. You fucking know who's behind it. It's that wee prick. Because Inter Miami's in there, so you know it's him that's fucking set this up in America. He's fuck all else today done at his farm. Do you know what I mean? Stands in that fucking outdoor kitchen of his cooking pizza and fucking shit, taking stick for his son. And wondering about, going, what the fuck will I do? I know what I'll do. I'm going to phone all my old mates and I'm going to go, do you know what? I'm going to get all our old teams together and we're going to have a competition in the summer in America, and we'll all make loads of money out of it, and the winners will win 100 million. You'll all get money to participate. You'll all get money to fly your teams over. We'll pay for all that because that's what we do in America, and we'll get massive sponsorship, and there'll be nobody in the stadium because the fans don't want to watch it. But it's cool because TV will throw money at it. What the fucking Christ, man. I'd go for the Boca Juniors game against Auckland City. What a fucking riot that would be. Boca Juniors Ultras against Auckland City. Good day, mate. Could you imagine it? Good day. Put another shrimp on the barbie. I'll fucking barbie you now. I'll barbie you with this fucking steak. Anyway, we do digress on this channel. Flamengo versus Chelsea. LAFC against S Tunis. Who the fuck is S Tunis? The fucking hell are they for? Tunisia, there you go. See what I mean? No interest whatsoever. It's a nonsense. Boca Verca. Don't forget that Auckland City got hammered 10-0 for Bayern. It's a joke, and of course it's a joke. They don't care. I mean, if this is the way that football's going to go, and it is, they are trying. The Americans are trying to turn it into a global wide audience because they know the amount of money that you can make. I mean, for instance, for a company to advertise during that fucking American football shit that they have once a year. I don't even know what it's called. Can't remember. But anyway, for the company to advertise a 1 minute, a 30-second advert during that, it costs like something like 70 million for a 30-second advert. It's crazy. The Americans just throw money at stuff. It's no wonder that it's anyway. They won the African version of the Champions League. Irishman in Portugal know everything because he's a geek when it comes to that because he works in the industry. Do you know? It's like we should all just we need to get him on. Let's do a thing to get Irishman in Porto on and talk about his exploits in filming professional football. Super Bowl, that's it, isn't it? I knew it was a fucking porridge advert. Or what was the one that used to go red? Ready Break, that was it. Fucking running along with a fucking like you'd been to Chernobyl. Anyway, I'm only joking, mate. I would put that on you. Told my son that the sound players on the pitch. I'd say what on the pitch. What? The Super Bowl. Red Show Diaries. What? I am actually not going to. You can tell it's one of those low season because it's not even sort of pre-season. It's low season. It's just where there's nothing. There's a void. When is the next Celtic game? How many days? Let's get the countdown on. Celtic FC Foundation presents a £7,000 cheque to Troon Taxi Outing. It's an absolutely fantastic day. All the taxis, they do something similar in Edinburgh. Good to see Tosh McKinley there. We've broke the camel's back, as they say. We have broke the camel's back. It is only 15 days, 23 hours, 18 minutes and 20 seconds until the next Celtic game. Bringing out a sweat on already. Do you ever find yourself sitting and you're just like, what the fuck? Even the missus turned around to me the night. She's like, "Are you alright?" She's like, are you coping? Are you coping that there's no football on? It's like the first summer of no football. Do you know, it's like we've had something on the past couple of summers, and she's like, do you know? I don't know. You get a bit tetchy and a bit edgy. You know what I mean? It's like, are you coping? It's not. Ian Roy coming in from the good USA, the good old US. Ian, are you watching any of this stuff over there? Are you watching any of this nonsense over there? I shouldn't call it nonsense. Baz, what do you call Bulletproof Irishman? An Irishman in Porto. Red Shoe Diaries with your fella. That's what I'd need to call the podcast, wouldn't it? The Red Shoe Diaries. Oh. It's hot here tonight as well. And no, it's cooler than last night actually, but we've just had a thunderstorm, so hopefully we'll get a bit of. It's just going to make it hot and sweaty tomorrow. It's 33 degrees here every day. It's just like, give a break, man. You're getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go sit outside on the terrace and just go sitting in your boxer shorts on the terrace just to get some coolness in about your chacks before the day starts. Madness. Oh, it's great, isn't it? They call it football, and you bring in the kicking the team in the foot. Says Big Des. Anyway, Ian, thank you for the $5. Joseph says it's our turn. It is that. Enjoying the break off the booze. 10 weeks till it starts back. I do it every year. I feel great for it. Ten weeks off the booze. I don't drink enough to justify having 10 weeks off. I've had a bottle of wine sitting for 4 weeks in the house. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's my first time I open it. Best time of day, Baz, very early in the morning. Yeah, it is. It's the fucking thunder started again. Doug started battering. Yeah, it is. It's just this bonkers here. It's going to be a long hot summer. It's only fucking June, man. It's only June. And I keep looking down because there's the Murcia Training Academy, which has, I think it's 5 full-time pitches, and I'm waiting to see what teams are going to go there for pre-season. Because quite a few teams sometimes go down to the Mar Menor and have games. They've done a lot of the under-21 stuff a few months back, and I missed it because I was working. But I'm going to make sure that I try and catch games that I've done there, because there were some cracking games. Scotland under 21s played, if I remember right, against Ireland. Any news on transfers? No, well there is. It's the same news that we've known for over a week. People have alleged had medicals. Nicholson's in talks with people, and there lies the problem. If you said you drank wine in Clydebank, you'd get stabbed. Don't say that, because there's a place no far from here that there's been quite a lot of Irish unrest, we'll say. A lot of Irish unrest. Drug dealers. Under 21s, is that? It's 2 feet. Fixtures come out on Friday. At least that's something. Yes, it is, and it will give us something to talk about on the live. The first fixtures announcement. Yep, it will tell us who we're playing at Celtic Park, and it will also let us know when some of the breaks are, because they like to get all the fixtures out early. Yeah, they'll wait till July. But it is what it is. The good old north of Glasgow antics over in Spain. Yeah. No, it's not just that. It's not just obviously those two. It's there was a guy from Ireland shot, and a couple of guys have been shot and stabbed and stuff. Fantastic. It's like, just go take your shite back home, bring it out here. I asked for a lager tops in the turnstiles outside Parkhead. They said we don't do cocktails. I used to drink a lager tops as the first one of the day, but that's when you done it. This is when we went to the football and you were getting the bus if the bus was leaving at 9 in the morning, so you'd be in the pub and you get breakfast in the pub, sausage, rolling sausage and stuff. Get all your orders in the night before, right? Rolls and sausage, right? Banging. And I would always have a lager tops at 8:30 in the morning. And folk would say, what the fuck are you having a lager tops for? I was like, I've fucking got to settle the stomach. You can't just go straight in hardcore 8:30 in the morning. Jesus, I'm not that bad. Lager tops is for gaylords. Takes the edge off it, man. You know what I'm saying? Lager tops is for a Sunday hangover. When you just want to take the edge off it. You've not got all the rest of the narcotics out your system, and you've been up all night, and you can't face a full pint. You can't face a Guinness. So it's just too heavy. So you go, fuck, I'm going to have lager tops, and everybody looks at you and go, still mad with me? Aye. Oh, they were the days. I can remember going up to Ross County and the bus leaving at 7:30 in the morning, and I didn't get to sleep till 6:30, and getting on the bus, and I actually had to phone the bus. I was a convener at the time, so it was funny. So I phoned the bus and I said, look, I've just woke up, you need to come down and get me. So the bus left the pub and drove down to my flat and stopped outside the flat, picked me up, and I was like, I got on the bus and I was still steaming, still absolutely hullet for the night before, and I slept all the way up to Ross County and then get on it again at Ross County. In fact, I'm sure I got a fine for pissing at the side of the road in that game. Diva, Wilson, big up Baz and Des and all the fellow Tims. Dava is in the house. Let me just do a quick update. Celtic. Everybody coming out with their own version of the this is another one talking about a Scotland player. See, I don't think he's put any, despite the rumours linking Dyson away move from Glasgow's East End, the Japan international appears to have put any notion of an exit to bed. He didn't really. I think I'm going to, until the final day of the transfer window shuts and Dyson Maeda is still a Celtic player, I am going to go on the side of caution, or until Celtic come out and say, we've just signed up Dyson Maeda on an extra 2-year contract, so that means he's here for the next 4 years. He's got 2 years left on his contract. It would be a fantastic piece of business if we can do it, but that would have to be the only way that you'll get me to be more relaxed about the situation with Dyson, because until then, until that moment, a big offer, there's always, the clubs out there will dangle the carrot. They'll dangle the carrot of a 25 to 30 million pound transfer, Dyson Maeda doubling or tripling his wages, and teams will chance it. They'll know roughly where they'll need to go to. The fact that fucking Turkish mob went in with a low offer. But anyway, this is also talking about Andy Irvine joining Celtic, and it's just talking about the same stuff that everyone else is, to be fair. So there is nothing new on that front. Paul McKeown's in the house. Hangovers, that's what I've never had a hangover for. When was the last time I had a hangover? couple of years ago, anyway. Couple of years ago, I think. Yeah, it'd be at least a couple of years ago. I think the last 5 years, I've maybe had 3 hangovers. See, when Dyson's here after the transfer window, you'll pick a charity for that choice and I'll donate £100 just to show you that he's staying. There you go, Lanky, if you're that convinced. The carrots anywhere are shite. Scottish carrots are the best quality. I will agree with you on that, actually, when it comes to carrots. But open to all. Baz, if the money is offered, anyone could go. It could be 2 or more. Eddie, I think that there's a massive chance that quite a few players will we've already lost 2 as it stands. Well, 3 if you include Jeffrey Sloop. He's not found a new club yet, Jeffrey Sloop, and there's the chances that he might. You never know. Usually have a hangover on Saturdays after Friday's night's darts. See, anytime that I used to get a hangover on a Sunday would be after we'd been to the football, and then I'd come home for the football and then go out on a mad one, and then it would be a case of getting to bed about 6-7 o'clock on Sunday morning, sleep until about 12, waking up completely hanging out your jacksy, and then just getting the duvet through on the sofa, and then just phoning a Chinese, and just like, as soon as you're open, just deliver it as soon as you're open, just deliver it. I used to phone the same Chinese all the time, so he knew what I'd order. Midas goal versus Sevco in the League Cup final, classic goal. Usually have a hangover on a Saturday. I have a hangover on a Saturday after a mad Sunday night. Baz, if you want to do a live in Fort Myers Beach, Florida, free accommodation, then give me a shout. You're always welcome, mate. I'd love to. I would love to do that. I'm not kidding either. I'd love to do that. Hand of God. We've just been given free accommodation in Myers Beach, Florida. Yeah. Book the flights. You need to get visas and stuff to go to America. Don't we? I think so. Like, where did you stay? Spain, but I've got a British passport. Oh, you're one of those fucking illegal immigrants. I'm fucking not Spanish though. I'm no comprende. Ha! Fuck, as long as I didn't go in and say that would be nah. I need to, and I couldn't overstay because they would chuck me out. Book it. It's Big Des. I'm telling you, I'll definitely. We'll need to look into it because it needs to fall into. She needs to take time off work. I couldn't go myself. Stay with me and bring your gardening gear. Depends what type of gardening you're talking about. New Orleans Convention next year. There's a thought, actually. Could do a double trip. Listen, if Kevin Bridges can do a tour of America, we're surely fine. I can get in front of it. Could you imagine? It's fucking. All my ID's in Spanish apart from my passport. My driver's license is Spanish, but all my ID's in Spanish. They'd be like, fucking get out, you. Fucking, I take carry my passport everywhere to fucking prove that I was that I was the. Oh Jesus! It would. There is a bit of it's just because all my ID's in Spanish. That would be the only thing. Let me see your ID, mate. That's Australian, isn't it? España. Fuck off, you Spanish cunts. We fucking don't like you. Fuck going to America, they've progressed. Anyway, I might see missiles flying overhead from America tonight. It's cloudy, heading towards Iran. I can get a flight from Tenerife to the USA. Can you? Straight to the USA for Tenerife? You don't need a visa, Baz, says Martin. Nah, I remember I used to, when I don't know. 2002 was the last time I was in America. Long time ago. God, talking about anything tonight. Anyway, the dog's now lying on my feet trying to hide for the thunder. It's away. It's gone. Wouldn't be anywhere near the USA with that dictator in town. No, I would. Listen, I went to Baltimore. And Baltimore at the time was the gun capital of the USA back in 2002. And I remember we stayed just outside Baltimore and we were getting a bus to go into the harbour. Chesapeake Harbour. And we're going to get some crab cake because they're mad for crab cake over there. So I had to go try this stuff. And then everyone said, don't get off at this stop, because you'll be the only white motherfucker if you get off at this stop. And it's about a 20-minute walk. So like a red rag to the bull. I'm like, we're getting off here. We were telling not to get off here. It's just a fucking walk, man. Look, it's just there. We're only walking from here to there. It's fine. They tell us to get off right at that stop. I say, fuck it, it'll be fine. Come on. Brilliant. Martin says British passport allows you 90 days stay without a visa. I live in Florida. Well, there we go. There, that's it. That's it. I still have my Irish passport even after over 20 years here. I haven't taken the Portuguese. If Ireland had done Brexit, you'd maybe need to do it. Mate, I know dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens, and sound like Trump, Celtic supporters that got their Irish passport. As soon as Brexit happened, they all got their Irish passports. Everybody, there was like, my grand's Irish, my dad's Irish, I'm getting my Irish passports. They had never been to Ireland in their life, apart from holidays. The odd trip during the summer holidays when they were kids. But anyway, the good old 90 days, eh? You're not allowed to say that to expats. They get fucking, they throw the hump about it. Do you mean I'm only allowed to stay in Spain for 90 days? Fuck you, you're against the Brits, man. Anyway, just trying to see. Of real intelligence. Neil Lennon's still getting loads of Celtic media time, even though he done that interview about 2 weeks ago. Oh, Celtic target nets. Still a lot of talk about this young Jess Derry. Celtic are after as well. Few people talking about him. Whether it comes to fruition, who knows? Just because you said it's Baltic. As of course, give me a wee trophy on a golf day. What are they? So you were at the Vegas trip. I would have a couple of guys I know were there. One of them does a Celtic, not so much YouTube channel. He does do a little bit, but he does have a publication that he puts out, a good old publication, and he does a lot of Celtic events. And then there was old Mr. Dara. Mr. Dara, he was over there with his missus as well. And a couple of other folk I know as well. Quite a few people over there at it. Interesting event. I'm just reading some of these comments. It's starting to get hot again. Starting to sweat. And that's with the windows never open. I'm going to have to shut the windows, put the aircon on. Anyway, that's us done and dusted for this evening. The folk are dropping off the channel from a high of nearly 300 folk on the live down to 168 as it stands. Vegas trip, absolutely fantastic. Many ex-players got involved. That's good. Definitely think about the New Orleans one. I think Vegas is, because it's the other side of America, I'm like, I'll do the New Orleans one. Might look into that. Do you want to go to New Orleans? Eh? Do you want to go to New Orleans next year? If the Ducks did. And then we'll go to Florida. Let's make a trip of it. Anyway, cold shower time. On that note, have an absolutely fantastic evening, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world. Can't wait till the season starts again, because that's when you start getting everyone from all around the world on. You start getting folk from four corners of the world. Late night tonight, Baz. Yeah, it's not. It's a bit later than normal, but it's a good one because it's just the normal ones that are on, so it's all good. Anyway, Old Orleans, try that. Yeah, definitely would. Something about the vibe of that place that I think I'd like. Just the music and everything. I just think it. Yeah, Baz, you can stop up in Florida. Think about it. Definitely, mate. Definitely. Honestly, if I could sort out the logistics, I would. The fact that if you're on Facebook, you'll be on Facebook, and I'll try and get in touch with you through Facebook. And then we'll see what we can do for next year. Anyway, on that note, have an absolutely fantastic evening, Celtic fans. This wine's got warm. Yeah, it's got warm sitting there. Anyway, have a fantastic evening, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world. I'll put the outro on.